team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times now they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. From inside the red zone. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Scanning the field, it's Stewart. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped
receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And back to the air on second down. It's complete to the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll try it again on second and 10. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's third down and the line to gain is the 36. To the air, it's Stewart. Finds a tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Unloads quickly. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pick off to stop the threat.
He makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it, Sullivan. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Clemson jumps to the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try the run. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I'm so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. Grabbed over the middle. It's for the Mets. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Moyer. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Looking to throw, it's Stewart. Lets it fly. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect.
What the hell you glad out?